ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب المبين إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Madina Arabic Short Tutorials. This is part 4 of lesson 12. Today we'll try to finish up this lesson inshallah. We have two more exercises on pages 66 and 67. Both of them are about the singular ism mawsool, الذي and التي. As we talked about in part 1 of this lesson, التي is a mu'annath version of الذي. We have plenty of example sentences for them in these two exercises that we are about to start on. So let's jump in. In exercise 5, we have a few questions that use one of these two ism mawsool words, and we need to read them and observe their usage. Part 1. من الفتى الذي خرج من بيتك الآن? Who is the young man who came out of your house right now? من الفتى الذي خرج من بيتك الآن? There are a few things to pay attention to in this sentence. The first one is, notice how the ism man is connected to al-fata in speech. The noon of man is getting a helper kasra to be able to jump from this noon to the second lam of al-fata. That is why we are reading them together as manil fata. This is the same phonetic adjustment that we talked about in the last episode. The second thing is that the ism mawsool alladhi is used here because it is coming with al-fata, which is a mudhakkar ism. And finally, we said min baytika, assuming we are asking someone who is a male. But if this question was being asked to a female, we should have read it as min baytiki, from your house. Min baytiki. The answer is huwa banu ammi. He is the son of my uncle. Part 2 is the same question being asked about the ism al-fatatu. So we see the mu'annath ism mawsool allati and the mu'annath form of the verb kharajat are being used. من الفتاة التي خرجت من بيتك الآن يا محمد? Who is the young lady who came out of your house, O Muhammad? The answer is هي بنت خالتي. She's the daughter of my aunt. هي بنت خالتي. So ضمير هي here is coming in place of the ism al-fatatu. The next two examples show the usage of the same ism mawsool word on objects, which as we know in Arabic are treated as mudhakkar or mu'annath. Part 3. لمن المفتاح الذي على المكتب? هو للمدرس. Whose is the key which is on the desk? It belongs to the teacher. So الذي is coming with the mudhakkar ism al-miftahu. Therefore, we are also using the mudhakkar dhamir huwa in our response. Part 4 is about the ism as-sa'atu. And as we know, it is mu'annath. So we see the mu'annath ism mawsool and dhamir are used with it. لمن الساعة التي على السرير? هي لزوج أختي. Whose is the watch which is on the bed? It belongs to the husband of my sister. Notice in the response, لزوج أختي is a chain combination of jar majroor li zawji, لزوجي, إضافة of زوجي أختي, and another إضافة of أختي and ياء المتكلم. So jar majroor لزوجي is coming as خبر شبه جملة for the مبتدا هي. زوجي is also مضاف and أختي is مضاف إليه. وهو مضاف and ياء المتكلم is مضاف إليه. This was the last sentence of the exercise. In the next exercise, we will need to fill in the blanks in the given sentences with the appropriate ism mawsool الذي or التي. While at it, we will also try to quickly identify the SILATU LMAWSOOL and separate them out to better see the overall structure of these sentences. The first one is about al-kitabu, which is mudhakkar. So we should use الذي with it, right? الذي. Then the sentence will be الكتاب الذي على المكتب للمدرس. The book that is on the desk belongs to the teacher. الذي is the ism mawsool coming as NAAT for al-kitabu. What will be the SILATU LMAWSOOL? Can you tell? Remember, as we talked about before, SILATU LMAWSOOL can be either a sentence or a phrase like jar majroor or ظرف and مضاف إليه. The صلة here is the jar majroor phrase على المكتب, right? So without the اسم موصول and its صلة, the sentence is الكتاب للمدرس, which is a simple جملة اسمية made up of مبتدأ and شبه جملة خبر. What do you think we should use after القلم here? الذي, right? So together the sentence is القلم الذي في حقيبتي مكسور. The pen which is in my bag is broken. The صلة الموصول is في حقيبتي. And we enclose them along with the اسم موصول in parentheses, and the remaining sentence is القلم مكسور. A very simple اسمية sentence. Part 3 is about السيارة. So we should be using a مؤنث اسم موصول. The sentence should read السيارة التي خرجت من المستشفى الآن للطبيب الجديد. The car which came out of the hospital right now belongs to the new doctor. Can you identify the صلة الموصول here? It is the جملة فعلية خرجت من المستشفى الآن. So let's enclose them in parentheses. And what we have left outside is السيارة للطبيب الجديد. السيارة is the مبتدأ, للطبيب is خبر شبه جملة, and الجديد is the NAAT. Part 4. This sentence starts with الكلب, the dog, which is مذكر. So we put الذي in the blank, and together we have الكلب الذي في الحديقة مريض. The dog which is in the garden is sick. الكلب is the مبتدأ, الذي is NAAT for الكلب, في الحديقة is the صلة الموصول, and مريض is the خبر. Part 5. الفتى, the young man. So we should use الذي again. Our sentence is الفتى الذي خرج من المسجد الآن ابن المؤذن. The young man who came out of the masjid right now is the son of the mu'adhin. The صلة here is the فعلية sentence خرج من المسجد الآن. We'll put it along with الذي inside the parentheses, and the remaining is الفتى ابن المؤذن. الفتى is the مبتدأ, and ابن is the خبر وهو مضاف, and المؤذن is the مضاف إليه. Part 6. Part 6 is about البطة, which is مؤنث. That is why we see the مؤنث اسم الإشارة تلك is coming with it. So we'll use التي in the blank. Together we have تلك البطة التي تحت الشجرة لبنت الفلاح. That duck which is under the tree belongs to the daughter of the farmer. So what is البطة in تلك البطة doing here? Can you tell? البطة is بدل for تلك, right? And the صلة here, as you may have guessed, is تحت الشجرة, under the tree, which is the ظرف and مضاف إليه combination. The trimmed or reduced sentence is تلك البطة لبنت الفلاح. The duck belongs to the daughter of the farmer. تلك is the مبتدأ, and what is the خبر? The خبر is لبنتي, which is جار مجرور شبه جملة. لي is حرف جر, بنتي is اسم مجرور وهو مضاف, and الفلاح is مضاف إليه. Part 7. البيت is مذكر, so we will use الذي and read it as البيت الجديد الذي في ذلك الشارع للوزير. The new house which is on that street belongs to the minister. What would be the صلة here? It is في ذلك الشارع. في is حرف جر, ذلك is اسم مجرور, but because it's مبني we did not see its apparent sign. And what is الشارع doing here? It is بدل, right? That is why it is also مجرور, since it is the بدل for the مجرور اسم ذلك. And outside the parenthesis, what we have left is البيت الجديد للوزير. The new house belongs to the minister. Part 8. الدرس is also a مذكر اسم, so we'll use الذي after it. The complete sentence now is الدرس الذي بعد هذا الدرس سهل جدا. The lesson which is after this lesson is very easy. The صلة الموصول here is بعد هذا الدرس, after this lesson. بعد هذا is a ظرف and مضاف إليه combination. Can you tell why the اسم الدرس is coming as مجرور here? That is because it is بدل for هذا, right? هذا is مجرور because it is مضاف إليه to بعد. Then the stripped down sentence will be الدرس سهل جدا. The lesson is very easy. Where الدرس is the مبتدا, سهل is the خبر. And we talked about جدا before. It means very and it comes as mansub. And we'll leave it as that for now because its function is a bit advanced topic for us at this stage. Part 9. What do you think should go to the blank here? التي, right? التي. Because the اسم الفتاة is مؤنث. So the question will be من الفتاة التي جلست أمام المدرسة? Who is the young lady who sat in front of the teacher? And the answer is هي طالبة من ماليزيا. She's a student from Malaysia. And the final part is about الحقيبة. So we will use التي for this ism. أتلك الحقيبة التي تحت المكتب لك يا خالد? Is that bag which is under the desk yours, O Khalid? لا, هي لصديقي محمد. No, it belongs to my friend Muhammad. Here in the response, لصديقي is made up of 3 words. حرف لي plus اسم مجرور صديقي, which is also functioning as مضاف, and ياء المتكلم as مضاف إليه. هي is the مبتدا, and the جار مجرور لصديقي is the خبر. And what do you think is the اسم محمد coming as in the sentence? محمد is coming as بدل or substitute for صديقي. That is why it is also مجرور. Great! We are done with this exercise. As you may have noticed, the اسم موصول in each of these sentences is coming as NAAT. The اسم موصول can actually play different roles in a sentence. It's not only restricted to be NAAT. It can be مبتدا, خبر, فاعل, and so forth. Inshallah, we will see different usages of اسم موصول in the future lessons. Let's conclude the lesson by going through the new words at the end of page 67. العم means أخو الأبي, the brother of the father. العمة means أخت الأبي, the sister of the father, أخت الأبي. الخال is أخو الأم, the brother of the mother, أخو الأم. الخالة is أخت الأم, the sister of the mother. الفلاح means the farmer. مستشفى الولادة is the maternity hospital, or literally the hospital of birth. مستشفى الولادة. That is the end of the lesson. I hope you found it helpful and interesting. Inshallah, in the next video, we will begin lesson 13, where we will start talking about plurals. I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.